Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Quick look here again at Fetch.AI. We're going to update our fibs. It's been a few days since I reviewed this last. Double check a few key factors here and kind of see roughly what's going on. We got a descending trend breakout, which is good. Absolutely something we want to pay attention to. And I'm liking what I see here so far. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, again, CryptoCache.tech is a site, link down below, and attend my trading university academy, and of course, jump on into our signals here with our community. We've updated them recently here, which is nice, giving us some tighter profit targets and working within the ranges that we're in. Because honestly, the way the market is right now, you really got to be careful with high leverage. So we use low leverage and invalidation levels. Talk more about that in our community if you get a chance, or if you're part of that, of course. If not, that's cool too. What we're going to learn here is the liquidation levels for Fetch.AI. So we got a lot to the upside here. It would make sense for the price to continue a little bit higher to sweep these late shorts at 1.8. Keep in mind, this is a heavy concentration here because people are shorting at that level after the price getting close to that 170 range. So this happens a lot when the price action pulls back. This is very standard stuff, so nothing super crazy to get really concerned with, but just know there's obviously more liquidation to the upside than the downside on the larger time frames. When we look at smaller time frames, it tells us a totally different story. Like, we got longs and shorts everywhere. So really it doesn't tell us like a ton of what direction the price might head, but I would say we may see one more last liquidity sweep to the upside before the price pulls back if it does. It's more likely for the price to continue to go higher just in the overall sense of how well this coin generally recovers. Once it finds its bottom and we see a ton of volume here too, that leads me to believe we're in pretty decent shape. So let's talk about that. Let's go ahead and quickly discuss volume for the most part, just starting off with the daily time frame. Okay, this is like a big zoom in here, or more so zoom out rather. This is from roughly middle of February till now. Okay, basically just including the only time frame that we're in here. In other words, we have our most recent bottom. Take a look at this. This is actually interesting. This is what we like to see. All the more reason why the price is still, again, more likely to go up. We have a previous resistance zone where the price action kind of plateaued before it took off. Okay, so we had like a rising wedge pattern here, or correction that was more so like an ascending trend line. And the price action just continued to moving forward and higher up. Okay? Either way, that was an area at 115 of strong support. We see the most amount of volume there at that level where the price perfectly wicked down to the $1.10 mark, okay, and it bounced perfectly off there. So that leads me to believe that that's a strong support, and we shouldn't go much lower than that. We may see a bearish back test potential, but for now, that's a positive sign. The disadvantageous signs here is that we are getting rejected by the 20-day and the 200-day SMA. Okay, it's a very standard thing though, nothing super surprising. So keep in mind the way that that's moving. It's not shocking by any stretch. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to update this trend line for our daily time frame. And then what we also want to look at is that we're not over 50 on the RSI yet. While stochastic swinging up and MACD is converging, we haven't broken through that threshold, which is probably this $1.70 mark. It's right where the liquidation is too. So all those things combined together leads me to believe that we're probably going to see the price action retested to the upper range. We have good momentum, but we haven't broken free from that range, and nor have we broken free from this descending trend, so it's still premature to want to take a long position confidently. I know folks are probably arguing right now saying, oh, wait a minute, I'm in profit because I bought the bottom, I bought the dip. That's fine, that's all well and good, but the truth is we don't have confirming factors letting us know you should have done that. You basically took a high risk entry, if you will. Granted, previous support levels reaffirm certain things here for us, but we're in a position right now where stochastic swinging down the 4-hour time frame, MACD is shifting momentum, we're over 50 on the RSI. These are mostly favorable signs minus the pullback we're seeing right now. That pullback will likely come to this level here at about 146 and bounce off that level. The main reason why, that's not only a fib level, we can see previous support and resistance at that range, but we can also confirm the fact that that would likely give us a bullish back test. Okay? So again, descending trend line, bullish back test, commonplace. So I would say we are getting close to taking a long position with confidence. 4-hour time frame is looking good. Increased volume, a lot of reasons why it's probably going to continue further up in the overall sense. Just in general, on the daily time frame, we have a lot of moving averages holding the price action in place, and we haven't broken the descending trend line just yet. So I would say another few days we'll actually get full confirmation if it's worth taking along. And I know you're probably, again, rolling your eyes like, oh wait, if I wait a few days, the price is going to be higher. Why do I want to get in? Well, I know that's the challenge, that's the struggle you always run into with trading. It's never exact. but it is definitely something that's consistent. So let's look at the consistencies here at the hourly. We are above the cloud, but the lagging span soon intersect with the price action, conversion lines compressing, and it's basically telling us that we still want to keep your long position open if you have one, but you may want to consider securing profits if it goes much lower. That's generally just a conservative indicator, and that's what it's going to tell you. Again, you got on the bottom to the top, that's almost a 60% correction. Fantastic, absolutely awesome if you got in on that. But at this point here, it's fairly treacherous and fairly risky to jump into a long just yet. I would feel comfortable or more confident taking a long at this 150 range. I'm going to set an alert to see if we get to that level. We may or may not. It's okay. If I miss out, that's no problem. But I can tell you, I feel much more comfortable taking a long there at that level with a bullish backtest than I would right now while it's overextended. Okay. Again, just some things to kind of think about. Is this a perfect situation? No. But there are some other things you can kind of think about here too. Again, this is an hourly time frame, not the most consistent, but we can see a type of cup and handle pattern here forming. So let's just talk about this briefly just so we can kind of get it out there. A lot of times when you see the price action test this area, it's going to be followed by a bullish back test here, which is going to follow this descending trend line. That's why it runs concurrent in a lot of cases with this descending channel. So this is actually a very bullish sign here. So the price action may take off here soon. So I'd say pay attention to how it attempts to break through this upper resistance here on this current downtrend and see how that works out. Again, getting in closer to 150 would be awesome. That's a very, very common characteristic for this to continue to progress lower to that max pain point and then just to take off. Okay, so that would be a consideration there. A lot of this hinges on if Bitcoin wants to retest 63,000 or lower, though. Keep that in mind. Either way, Fetch is performing very well. More likely to break up than down, but just note we're just a little premature in jumping in right now. That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Comment below, let us know. I'd love to hear it. Make sure you check out Fetch.AI on World's Best Exchange, CryptoCache.tech, link down below too if you're curious about our signals there. But more importantly, I would just recommend using this link so you get some awesome benefits there. No KYC or VPN for this exchange. And furthermore too, make sure you check us out on Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, Discord. Provide as much as I can here possible with shorts on YouTube and TikTok as well. Cool, man. All right, thanks again so much for your time. Look forward to working with y'all. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.